Welcome to Biomed Global. This video is about vitamin D, and vitamin D is a vitamin that human body makes when it is exposed to sunlight, and in the sunlight there is a ultraviolet light that is involved in the formation of this vitamin D. Vitamin D exists in two forms: vitamin D2, also known as ergocalciferol, and vitamin D3, that is cholecalciferol. And we know that human skin produces vitamin D3 on exposure to sunlight, and people who stay indoor, like people living in the northern latitudes, and also the people who have darker skin, they have problem with the deficiency of vitamin D. In discussing the health benefits of vitamin D, it is important to know that healthy bones and teeth are due to ample supply of vitamin D. Vitamin D performs its function in association with several minerals like calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. Vitamin D is also involved in the regulation of cellular development and their differentiation. As we know that human body is composed of cells that grow and differentiate also, so for all these functions there is a requirement of vitamin D. Vitamin D regulates parathyroid gland function, and this gland basically control calcium metabolism within the body. This vitamin also prevent cancer and boost body defense or the immune system so it can fight with the diseases and infection. Vitamin D has also been reported to involve in dealing with the toxic compound within the human body. Now the next question is there prevalence of vitamin D deficiency? And here are some figures. It has been estimated that 40 to 90% of adults worldwide are suffering with vitamin D deficiency. And here are certain figures like from US 11 to 84% adult population, and in United Kingdom 5 to 40% adults, and in Canada 93% of youth is suffering with vitamin D deficiency. Here is a partial list of diseases or symptoms associated with vitamin D deficiencies, like osteomalacia, weaker bones, osteoporosis, that's thinning of bones, ricks, deformity in the bones, insomnia, cognitive decline, and muscle weakness, or the salient manifestation of vitamin D deficiency. Foods contain low amounts of vitamin D, and that is the reason frequently consumed foods are fortified with vitamin D. So you will see in the market bread with natural vitamin D. Same is with other grain products, milk, yogurt, and cheese. They have vitamin D. And one of the most important thing I want to mention over here, that is American Medical Association as well as US FDA recommend that milk should be fortified with vitamin D. We know that vitamin D is of two types, vitamin D2 and vitamin D3. Here we will describe the sources of these vitamins. So first with vitamin D2, as the name is over here, ergocalciferol. It was first isolated from parasitic fungus, ergot, and that's the reason it got the name ergo. And sun-dried mushroom is considered as the good source of vitamin D2, and its amount in nature, in naturally occurring foods, there is a very less amount of vitamin D. in plants like grass haze and alfalfa, if they are cut and dried in the sunlight, they will be having some amounts of vitamin D2. So now about vitamin D3, cholecalciferol. This vitamin is widely distributed among animals. Tissue distribution and level depends on sunlight exposure that animal is getting. And there is a limited distribution of vitamin D3 in plants. And fish oil is considered one of the richest source of vitamin D3, and fish like cod, tuna and their oils have a higher concentrations of vitamin D3. This vitamin is oil soluble. Human can utilize both vitamin D2 and D3. However, birds can only metabolize vitamin D3, and that is the reason poultry feed is fortified with vitamin D3. Here we will discuss how vitamin D3 biosynthesis takes place in skin upon exposure to sunlight, and a product of cholesterol metabolism, the 7-dehydrocholesterol, is involved in the synthesis of vitamin D3. And that's the reason this 7-dehydrocholesterol is also known as provitamin D. And sebaceous gland of skin is the place where this 7-dehydrocholesterol is produced. And here is what happened. Here is the human skin containing this provitamin D, which is 7-dehydrocholesterol, and sunlight convert into previtamin D3 and vitamin D3 that enters into the blood for rest of the metabolism. One thing I want to mention over here, that vitamin D3 biosynthesis take place upon exposure to sunlight, and in the sunlight, ultraviolet light is involved in the synthesis of vitamin D3. Now, ultraviolet light is also dangerous to skin, so that is the reason it is said that we should get a limited sunshine that can be sufficient for the production of vitamin D3 that is required. Otherwise, excessive exposure to ultraviolet light is also associated with skin disorders and cancers also. Here I will let you know that how we can prevent vitamin D deficiency. So there are three ways, and the first one is exposure to sunlight. That will fulfill the deficiency of vitamin D. Next one is eat foods rich in vitamin D, and we know like tuna, salmon, and fish oils are rich in vitamin D. Egg yolk, cheese, and beef liver also contain certain amounts of vitamin D. If you are unable to fulfill your vitamin D requirement through these sources, so then vitamin D supplements are also recommended. And the recommended dietary allowance for vitamin D is for elderly people above 70, 800 international units, for adults, 600 international units, and for children below 12, 400 international units are the recommended dietary allowance. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly subscribe to our channel for future informative videos, and these channels are Biomed Global or ScienceLiteracy.net. All the best.